8 simple ways to get rid of bad kitchen smells. Marcus here from Seniors Cleaning Hacks. Nothing ruins the joy of cooking like walking into a kitchen that smells terrible. Your nose wrinkles up and suddenly that homemade meal you planned doesn't seem so appealing anymore. The worst part? When you have an open kitchen layout, those nasty smells travel everywhere in your home. But here's the good news. Most kitchen odors come from just a few common places, and once you know where to look, getting rid of them is easier than you think. I'm going to show you exactly how to track down these smell culprits and eliminate them for good. Before we jump in, hit that like button if you're ready to make your kitchen smell fresh again. And don't forget to subscribe to Seniors Cleaning Hacks for more practical cleaning tips that actually work. Let's start with the biggest troublemaker in most kitchens.
Number 1. Your trash can is the main villain. 9 times out of 10, when your kitchen stinks, the garbage is to blame. It's sitting there, collecting all kinds of food scraps, wet items, and who knows what else. Even with a lid on, odors escape and spread around your kitchen. The solution isn't just taking out the trash, though that's step 1. You need to clean the actual garbage can, too. Most people never think about this, but your trash can gets grimy and smelly, even when it looks okay from the outside. Here's what you need to do. Take that can outside, if you can, or into your shower if you're living in an apartment. Add several squirts of regular dish soap and fill it with warm water. Let it sit for about 10 minutes, then scrub it down with an old sponge or brush. Rinse it thoroughly and let it dry completely before putting in a new bag. Don't have time for the full treatment? No problem. Grab some white vinegar or your favorite all-purpose cleaner, spray down the inside and outside of the can, then wipe it clean with a microfiber cloth. This quick method works great for regular maintenance.
Number 2. The kitchen sink holds more germs than you think. Your sink might look clean, but it could be harboring bacteria and food particles that create awful smells. Just rinsing dishes or giving it a quick wipe isn't enough to keep odors away. Katie Dills from the Cleaning Authority explains that bacteria love to grow in sinks, especially in those hard-to-see spots around the drain and faucet base. These tiny organisms are what cause those mysterious bad smells that seem to come from nowhere. Here's how to deep clean your sink properly. Start with warm water and dish soap, using either a soft sponge or microfiber cloth to scrub every surface. Pay special attention to the area around the drain and where the faucet meets the sink. Next, sprinkle baking soda all over the sink surface. This natural deodorizer will help lift away any stubborn residue and neutralize lingering odors. Scrub again with your sponge, then rinse everything away with warm water. Finish by drying the entire sink with a clean microfiber cloth. Do this deep cleaning once a week, and your sink will stay fresh and odor-free. Number 3. Under your appliances, the hidden disaster zone. When was the last time you looked under your stove or refrigerator? If you're like most people, the answer is probably never or not in years. But these hidden areas collect an amazing amount of dirt, crumbs, grease, and even dead insects that can create some seriously bad smells. This job requires a little muscle, so don't hesitate to ask for help if you need it. Carefully pull out your appliances. Most modern ones have wheels or can slide fairly easily. What you'll find underneath might shock you. Vacuum up all the debris first, then mop the area thoroughly with your regular floor cleaner. While you're at it, wipe down the back and sides of your appliances too. These surfaces collect dust and grease over time. Fair warning, you might discover some unwelcome visitors like dead mice or roaches. This could very well be the source of that mystery smell you've been trying to track down. Don't panic, just clean everything up and consider this a good reminder to check these areas more regularly.
Number 4. Your garbage disposal needs special attention. Even if you use your garbage disposal regularly, it can still develop some pretty nasty odors. Food particles get stuck in places you can't see, and over time they rot and smell terrible. Before you do anything else, turn off the power to your garbage disposal at the circuit breaker, safety first. Once the power is off, you can start cleaning. Begin with the rubber splash guards. those black flaps you see when you look down into the disposal. Use baking soda and a scrub brush or old toothbrush to clean both the top and bottom of these flaps. You'll be amazed at how much gunk builds up there. Now for the inside of the disposal. Pour half a cup of baking soda down the drain and let it sit for 15 to 30 minutes. Then add 1 cup of white vinegar and watch it fizz up. This reaction helps break down grease and food particles stuck inside. After it stops fizzing, flush everything down with cold water. Turn the power back on and test the smell. Still not fresh? Try the ice and citrus method. Drop a handful of ice cubes and a few lemon or orange wedges into the disposal. Run cold water, turn on the disposal, and let it grind everything up. The ice helps knock loose any stubborn debris, while the citrus leaves a pleasant, fresh scent.
Number 5. Dry pipes can cause sewer smells. This one catches people off guard, especially after they've been away from home for a while. If you return from vacation to find your kitchen smelling like a sewer, you might have a dry P-trap. The P-trap is that curved section of pipe under your sink. It's designed to hold water, which creates a barrier that prevents sewer gases from coming up through your drain into your kitchen. When that water evaporates, usually from not using the sink for several days, those awful sewer smells can escape. Logan Taylor from Dazzle Cleaning Company says this is actually a very common problem, especially in vacation homes or after extended trips. The good news? It's incredibly easy to fix. Simply turn on your kitchen faucet and let the water run for a minute or two. This refills the P-trap and restores the water barrier that keeps sewer smells where they belong, in the sewer.
Number 6. Grease buildup creates persistent odors. Sometimes the P-trap isn't dry, it's just full of grease. This happens when cooking oil, salad dressing, or other fatty substances get poured down the drain instead of being disposed of properly. The grease coats the inside of the pipes and eventually starts to smell rancid. If you suspect grease is the problem, here's a chemical-free solution that works great. Bring a large pot of water to a rolling boil on your stove. Carefully pour the entire pot of boiling water down the drain in one steady stream. The hot water melts the grease and flushes it away. You might need to repeat this process 2 or 3 times for heavy grease buildup. This method is safe, effective, and doesn't require any harsh chemicals that could damage your pipes or harm the environment. If this tip is helping you out, give us a quick like and share this video with someone who could use these cleaning tricks.
Number 7. Bacteria love your pipes. Even without grease, bacteria can multiply in your drain pipes and create awful smells. These microscopic organisms feed on tiny food particles and organic matter that stick to the inside of your pipes. The boiling water method I mentioned for grease also kills bacteria, so try that first. The extremely hot temperature destroys most harmful bacteria on contact. If boiling water doesn't solve the problem completely, you can use an enzyme-based drain cleaner. These products contain beneficial bacteria that eat away at the organic matter causing the odors. They're safer than chemical drain cleaners and actually improve your pipes over time rather than damaging them. Pour the enzyme cleaner down the drain according to the package directions, usually before bedtime, so it can work overnight without being disturbed by running water.
Number 8. Hidden leaks create musty odors. Does your kitchen smell like a damp basement? You might have a leak somewhere under your sink. Even a small leak can create big odor problems because the constant moisture encourages mold and mildew growth. Check under your sink by opening the cabinet doors and looking around with a flashlight. Feel around the pipes with your hands. They should be completely dry. If you find any water or damp spots, you've found your problem. First, shut off the water supply to prevent more leaking. Then remove any cleaning supplies or other items from under the sink so you can see everything clearly. Use towels to soak up any standing water, then leave the cabinet doors open so air can circulate and help dry out the remaining moisture. Don't try to fix plumbing leaks yourself unless you have experience. A small mistake can turn into a major flood. Call a professional plumber to properly repair the leak and prevent future problems. While you're waiting for the plumber, you can speed up the drying process by running a small fan near the open cabinet or using a dehumidifier if you have one.
Prevention is your best friend. Once you've eliminated the current odors, keeping your kitchen fresh is much easier than dealing with smells after they develop. Here are some simple habits that make a big difference. Take out your trash more frequently, especially during warm weather when odors develop faster. If you only generate a small amount of trash, consider using smaller bags that you replace every few days, instead of letting a large bag sit for a week. Rinse your sink after each use and give it a quick scrub with dish soap at least once a day. This prevents bacteria from building up in the first place. Run your garbage disposal regularly, even if you haven't put food down it. Running water through the disposal keeps the internal parts moving and prevents food from sticking and rotting. Never pour grease, oil, or fatty substances down your drain. Instead, let them cool and solidify, then scrape them into the trash. Your pipes will thank you. Use your kitchen ventilation fan every time you cook and leave it running for several minutes after you're done. This removes cooking odors before they can settle into your kitchen fabrics and surfaces.
The bottom line: most kitchen odors come from just a few sources, and once you know what to look for, getting rid of them is straightforward. Start with the most common culprits, your trash can, sink, and garbage disposal, before moving on to the less obvious problems like dry pipes or hidden leaks. Remember, regular maintenance prevents most odor problems from developing in the first place. A few minutes of cleaning each day saves you from having to do major odor elimination projects later. Your kitchen should be a place where you enjoy spending time, cooking meals, and gathering with family. Don't let bad smells rob you of that joy when the solutions are this simple. Thanks for watching Seniors Cleaning Hacks. If these tips helped you tackle your kitchen odors, make sure to subscribe for more practical cleaning advice that actually works. What kitchen cleaning challenge should we tackle next? Let me know in the comments below.